Good morning, everybody. How are you doing on this bright morning? How are you doing today? It is a lovely morning. Looking forward to seeing everybody doing well. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Aman. How are you doing today? Today is another wonderful day. I have so many lovely surprises for you guys to show you what you have to do. And let us, a few others come stay so we can have a few of the family here. And then I will do it for you. Hi, Georgie. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hi, Ryan. I will talk to you later today. I am trusting it went well. So there are how many? 3, 4 of you here this morning. And today, Stacy is having a hard day, guys. So send a little prayer for her. I'll tell you why. Today is the 4th anniversary of Stacy losing her mom. Her mom passed away 4 years ago today. And Stacy is Jewish, so it's in the middle of Hanukkah that happened. So that might have, hi Terry, good morning. So that's really hard when you lose your mom, especially on one of your high holidays. And Stacy lost her mom 4 years ago today. So she's having a horrible time with it. Hi, Nadi, good morning. And that is tough when those of us who have lost our mom, we know. But losing your mom on a high holiday in your life is tough. Good morning, Loretta. So what Stacey said, she'd like a prayer. The thing about a prayer is that she wants a prayer for her mom. But I think Stacey's mom wants to give her a prayer. That's just me. Because she's at rest, she's at peace from all what she went through when she was sick. So what Stacey has to remember is that this is how we're going to say it. Dear Stacey, I love you very much. You were my daughter, my firstborn. Somebody I look forward to seeing every day. I can still see you, even if you can't see me. I can feel you because you're within me. I am within you. You came from me and you were attached to me. I love you. And all I ask of you is that you hold your head high. Stand up straight, be bold, and please take care of your lovely family. Everything you do is going to be to keep your boys, your husband, and yourself healthy and strong. So remember our good times. Remember the things I taught you, and I always taught you to hold on because you told me that. She said, hold on. So hold on, Stacy, and let your mom's energy fill you. Have a day of rest. Think of her. Do not think, I know you sometimes think of the illnesses. Think of the joy. Think of her smile. And think of all what she gave you, because this is what you have to use. So now and again, Stace, what I know I'm for sure that works and gives you a lot of strength is when you talk about the good things, what she taught you. Not so much the pain. We know that. Like my mom, when she passed, it was the same thing. I felt it. But I remembered what she taught me, what she left behind for me, her legacy in words and a smile and a teasing. And even when she was angry, because all what she did, Stacy, was to love you. So just hold on. It has to get better. It always gets better. Thank you, guys. Okay, how do you follow this? So, it's Wednesday. Those words felt so guided, Tessa-Marie. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks you. Hi, Jean. Good morning. Hi, Terry. Hi, Yuko. We were just saying a prayer for Stacy, as you guys know, those of you who were there. And you know what is amazing? Each of you that were there when we were starting the prayer, you were meant to hear that. Maybe you too are feeling a little bit of a tug for your mom on Christmas time. So maybe you needed that. So that prayer is not only for Stacy. It came from all of us who have lost our mom to realize it's Christmas. And all what she did, her best. They always did their best, no matter what. If I don't stop, I'll cry. And this is not a good time for that. So, morning blessings. So today I promised you guys weeks ago in November that every Wednesday we are going to talk about your goals for 2024. As you guys know, I always come to you with stuff that I do myself. And I'm going to bring you guys my props, what I use to set goals. There's a little book I have, and I should have picked it up. It's in this room. And that book, I wrote in it in 2001. So you guys, just bear with me. It's 2001. I wrote this thing in this book. And it was on the 31st of July. I was in the garden thinking of something that plans and goals and dreams and desires. And that I started in 2001. And in 2001, you're sitting outside. It's July 31st. I always remember that. And this is the book. It's not, I didn't know as much as I know now. All I know for sure is that we had to write goals down. And it had career goals. I had business goals. I had financial goals. I had fun goals, health and fitness goals, relationship goals, personal and contribution goals to help others. So I had that in this book. And, and they were important. So what happened was, why this book is becoming again in my life is because of you guys. July 31st, 2001, my financial goals. All what I had, there were 11 things. 11 in the financial goals. And the last thing on the financial goal was I would pay, that was what I wanted. So don't laugh, it was my goals. It might have been frivolous, but it was a goal. I would pay cash for my own luxury car. That's what I said. On my 65th birthday, I wanted that one. I didn't want Brian to be part of it. I wanted to do it myself. And that was the last thing on there. So in 2007, you guys know my brother Eric, he was visiting, and that book was on the table, not because I was writing through it, but I was writing a story. And at the time, I needed to keep the characters in the story straight. So what I did, I wrote their names and what they were doing in there. So that book was on the kitchen table. And if you guys have brothers, they're like a nuisance sometimes. So my brother Eric picked it up. And he started paging through it. We are very close. We have a very deep connection. He's the one that will think of me in the middle of the night, and I will hear the phone ringing, and he's not on the phone. And all he has said in his walk into the washroom, he had a dream, and he said, I must call Tessa-Marie and tell about this dream tomorrow. And then I hear my phone ring. I'm hearing his voice when I say hello. So I called, and he said to me, I didn't call you. I was just thinking of you. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, brothers. Anyway. So he looked at it and he said, wow, you have everything on there done. And I know for sure, no, he said, do you have everything on that list, 10, 11 things? I said, yeah. He said, well, I know you have one. And that was the car, because he saw the car. So what I'm trying to say to you is that sometimes when we write things down, we must remember we will get it. I had fun goals, going on a regular 2 weeks vacation, going on a 3-week winter cruise. All of these I did. Health and fitness, I will drink and eat what I want, walk every day, relaxation, meditation. I'm controlling if I get angry, all of those things. Health and fitness, relationship, be closer to siblings, love without criticism, observe others, learn from others. Call cousins and family members. Okay? Personal contribution. Contribute to the Rotary Club. I belong to that. The Red Hat Society. Give time at the youth center. Have more patience teaching others. I will express my desire to help. I will serve breakfast to those that need breakfast. So these were just my goals, because you guys know. And that was what I did. But it was written in this little book. And then fast forward to all those dreams about motivating people. That was part of there too. I said I would write that, and we got that. But I'm going to teach you something that I practice, because you have your goals. Many of you have the goal setting journal. When you put the goals in there and you're working on, hi, good morning, Lisa, and you're working on all these goals that you have set, and I know you're teaching. I wanted to give you that. I didn't want you to enter into 2024 and you're still moving like a boat without a rudder. I didn't want that. And those of you I didn't say good morning to, I apologize. It's just because we were trying to give Stacy a little bit of grace and patience this morning, because it's, as I said, the anniversary of her mom's death. So, and then we got into that. So if I miss you, do not take it badly. So when you have goals and you write them down, you have to write them down it doesn't matter, with a lot of confidence. And sometimes our goals are so big that they scare us. And as long as you're alive, you should have goals. So maybe you do not need a goal of some, but you need to maintain your health. So that's a goal. What can I do? And think about it for 2024. What is the most important thing that you could, good morning, Aman, that you can do to help your health? Maybe you can walk more. Maybe you can watch what you ingest, the food you eat. You can maybe listen to your stomach. Does it like that? Because what we could eat when we were 20, I'm telling you, we cannot eat it when we are when we are into the 60s and onward. We can't chew it, or we can't swallow it, or it gets there and it says, I don't like this anymore. So what goals? So physical goal, health goal, and maybe spiritual goal. I want to be more honest. I want to be more calm. I want to accept people without criticizing them. I need to see them and not make a decision, not make an assumption about their behavior. I need to let them feel that they are there. I need to see the joy in them. That everybody had it, even if you cannot see it, even when they're upset. Somebody that is like a cold fish to you, the person has no warmth. The only thing you can do is accept them. You cannot force warmth onto them. You cannot wish warmth onto them. You cannot wish them to be what you think you are and that they should be like you. It's just not possible, because that's why we stand so uniquely. So make your goals, your goals, do not make them tiny. Do not be afraid. They're private and they're personal. So you guys will have to ask some questions at the end. So this is an envelope and my initials on it. TMS is in the middle, right? And in there, I could write the goals. Now look at what you get paper. Look at the cards. You can write it on. You can have different types of paper. I like writing notes, but I choose pretty things to write my goals. What you like, you must give it beauty. If you like yourself, you're going to make sure you're beauty. You're going to think beauty about you. You're going to feel. It doesn't matter. Listen to me. It doesn't matter what is happening in your life. We cannot control how our spouses behave, how our children behave, how our family, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandchildren behave. We cannot control that. But we can control how we behave. And that is what is matter, because once we decide we are going to behave the best we can, we stop seeing them as not functioning right. We stop hearing them as not functioning right. So use something pretty to write your goals on. They're not expensive. They come in different colors. You can buy them at the dollar store. You can get them, and write on. Then get a lovely envelope. And when you write them down, before you put them in the envelope, make sure you know what you're writing on there. Make sure you understand it. Like I know there's somebody who wants to make over $100,000 or $1 million in a year. No, that doesn't mean you're going to make it right now this year, but you have to compare it to what you made last year. So if last year you made below 50, 70,000, and this coming 2024, you get to 100,000, you're on the right trajectory for that. Let me see if I can find something to show you guys what I mean. When we start the life's journey, I will show you what I'm saying. When we start the journey, right? So we are in a solid line. We are all here. A straight line. We start here. Doesn't matter what happens, that's where we start. Then there comes a time when choice becomes important. So we have a choice. We come to this point right here. And the choice is, do I want to do this, or am I so scared that I'm just going to do that? So understand this. This is where the 1% of the population is. This is where, or the 5% actually. And here we have 95% of the population. They cannot see beyond what it is. Sometimes you will hear the older people say they can only see as far as the tip of their nose. And they cannot see beyond that. That is where 95% of the population keeps heading. Every now and again, they start doing this. And the minute they... And that's the difficult part. That's the challenges we face. We all have challenges of different kinds. Sometimes, like in me, I decided the best thing to do last week was to carry wood for the fireplace up and down the stairs. You know, I'm a superhuman at 77. So I strained my knee again, and that hurts. So that's a challenge. What do I do now? I have to keep working on it to bring it back to where it's supposed to be. But I can't just stop and say, okay, well, it's my old knee, I'm going to leave it there. No, it's not. It's as old as I am. If my knee is old, then all of me is old. Then I'm saying my brain is old, my mind is old, my eyes are old, right? We predict with our words. And the thing is, I wrote something for you guys, and I'll tell you. So I asked you, have you bought your ticket for the 2024 train? It's never too late to start a desire. It's never too late. It's never too late to create the life you desire. You might have to alter some of the dreams from 20 years ago based on where you are physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, right? Mentally, you might have to shape them. Did you buy the right ticket? Did you get the ticket for the right train? Or you went and you said, can I have a ticket for 1979? Or can I have a ticket for 10 years ago? And you wonder why the train conductor looked at you and said, lady, you missed the train. Man, you missed the train because you constantly looking back for an old ticket that is no longer valid. They don't even have the same prices anymore. So did you buy the right ticket? Check your ticket. Check it in your thoughts. That's where your ticket starts. Check your ticket. Is your ticket heading down? Or is your ticket heading up? Check that ticket of yours. Did you buy the right one? Check it. Check it in your thoughts. Check it in your heart. What are you thinking of your friend that was good to you? But maybe she slipped today and said something nasty. What are you thinking of the sibling that you just want to fix that cannot be fixed because they are who they are? What are you thinking about this person you'd like to make them nicer, more pleasant, more joyful? You can't fix that. So start in your heart and look at it. Are you ready to speak the yes, I can? Are you ready to speak that? I wonder what people will think is not a plan. You have something you're working on, and you're sitting there and you're saying, I wonder if people will like it. You know what? Be bold. You are unique, specifically created to be who you are. What you do not like, if you want to alter it, it's up to you, not up to somebody else. So if you are only doing what you do so others will appreciate and love you, then you're wrong. If you are thinking, what will people think if they see me wearing this or dressing like this? If they see me fully dressed when it's really a casual day, what will people think when they see me in the garden with a long dress with crystals on it? What will they think? I cannot take that on. Because the minute I take on what people think when I am walking or cutting roses or pruning the roses in a long crystal dress, I cannot be taking that on. Then I'm not in the moment. I'm not enjoying the sun dazzling the crystals on my dress while I'm clipping roses to put in a vase to bring into my house. I had company once, and there was this bouquet of roses. And it was the husband that looked at me and said, is this from your garden? I said, yes. He said, I wish we had roses. His wife doesn't believe in gardening. She doesn't like gardening. So he asked me to help him to. And no, he's really into gardening if it's roses. So you have to remember that you do this for yourself. If you are hiding behind that you are not a victim, but you are a slave to your family and everything. Well, I'm doing it for the family. No, get over yourself. Stop being a fool. You're not a martyr. Stop trying to look good. That doesn't make you look good. I'm only doing it for my family. No, do something that makes your heart sing. That is actually for your family. So if you're going to run yourself ragged, to your bones are going to be burned and broken for the family, hey, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you want to be a martyr. Because your family would prefer to see you healthy. Your family prefer to know you can drive your own car and you can think and you can do whatever you desire to do. They want to have peace of mind. When they think of mom and dad, they're going to say, oh, she's okay. She'll do whatever she wants because she's fine. And that is what. So do not stop saying you're doing it and putting yourself to the bare bones for family. Okay. They think what you don't understand or we forget. I wonder what people will think. When I do this, they think less about you than you think about what they think about you. Does that make sense? They are thinking less about you than what the amount of thinking you do, thinking about what they think about you. It's, me and the English language. So we start together, like I said, and even when I was writing, I drew it. We start together. And when we get there, we go up and some of us go down and we keep going down. We start as a solid line. Then we choose. It's always choices. We choose to soar or we choose to let go. You are working. And instead, right now, 10 hours of overtime would really look nice in a paycheck for you. Or you have a mortgage. 20 hours of overtime. Okay, fine. Take it. Oh, they just want me to work overtime. The government takes all the taxes. No, you get something out of it. Stop doing that to yourself. You said you wanted more money. And when the opportunity comes and they say here, I'm sure there are some of you that worked overtime. When your friends that are working next to you said to you, I'm not working overtime. These people are, the government takes all the money. But today, they look at you when you are taking off for the winter at a whim. And they're going to say, oh, share, they have money. They're going away for the winter again. Yeah, because they worked overtime and they got 50 cents on a dollar, but they took that 50 cents and they saved it. So stop looking at what you're not getting and look at what you're getting when you write your goals down. So the one thing that is correct is the choice. Up the hill are those that wealth favors. Up the hill. Wealth favors them. Because whenever you guys come to me, it's always about money. Everybody comes about money. It's I that bring you back to emotions, mental, spiritual, your feelings about money. I am the one that push you that way to let you heal yourself. You constantly want health. But up the hill, the challenge, the climb, the sacrifice, the overtime, the 50 cents on a dollar that you saved, that is where wealth is. And wealth is favor the people that make choices that are necessary. That is what it does. Downhill is the blaming road. Choose deliberately by some of us. I'm blaming, it's my parents. They had no money. My dad was a drunk. He put his paycheck. Well, but the man's bones is now used as in heaven as trumpets for the angels. That's what happened. And there you are still blaming that man. But who taught him? You are getting a choice. Shake it off. And choose, good morning Azim, to choose to go up the hill with the 5% of successful people or down there with the 95% that are blaming family and friends for their predicament. As I said, $1 you work for, you do some overtimes, they pay you whatever, and 50% goes to the government. Stop eating at that. You cannot change it. Put yourself away from that. Take your 50 cents and go save it. Save your 50 cents. That is what you got. And the government got the rest. Can you make them not take it? No, you can't. So stop blaming everything on somebody else. You take action to push yourself higher and higher and higher. There are two sets, going up or going down. Some of us deliberately choose the downhill because it's easy. I cannot be bothered. How many times have your friend found, oh, you're doing this, I can't be bothered to do that. Oh, well, how do you do that? You wake up at this time. Oh, why are you working overtime again? Why are you always at the back? Why are you laughing and smiling at your bango? Because I love my money, and there's nothing wrong in loving your money. You worked for it. And that is what we have to. There are two sets, going up or going down. You choose. Some go up and they follow the people that are successful. Some go down further to see those that didn't make it. And if you forget that, somebody is going to say to you, hey, so-and-so did that and they didn't make it. It's time to shake that off. So this is today. Take the time. Get some clean paper. Do not just use an old piece of paper. Do not write it like you're in a hurry. Time yourself 5 minutes and write it down. It mightn't be perfect yet. Then 5 minutes tomorrow and write it down. All of that is getting your train for your ticket for the 2024 train, whatever you need. You do not have to want to make more money. You maybe want to feel healthier. You maybe want to be more calm, more loving to yourself. You maybe want to be more grateful, more appreciative. You maybe want to remember to say thank you, please, and thank you. You maybe want to be able to be more concerned with you and not others. You maybe want to start saying hello to your neighbors instead of looking at them thinking they're going to bite your nose off your face. So you might just want to do better than you did in 2023. And you might have a big, audacious financial goal. I told you, I wanted to buy a car for cash. I wrote it down in 2001, and I got it when I turned 65, because that was the time I wrote down I will do it. What are your goals? What are the top 5 foods you can eat that will help you? This book is like a little bit of everything. What you have to look, every action has a reaction. So when you realize something is happening, what can you do? Can you fix it? You can only work on goals for yourself. Do not be crazy and write in here what you want your husband to change to, or your wife to change to, or your children to become. Hey, it's too late. Let them be themselves. So if you have questions, put a question. I'll answer your questions for a while because we have 4 minutes and I didn't want to continue. I said I'd give you some time. So this was my goal setting journal for 2001. And I would really like you guys to write some questions. So anyway, I'll just, any little tip, because I'm doing that Wednesday until I leave. So next Wednesday is the last time you will have it. So if you have a question, you should put it in there now. I'm leaving to go away on Thursday of next week. So I won't see you guys again until the 8th. I'm not going to do anything while I'm away, and then I prepare for 2024. That's why I'm preparing you for 2024. So if you have a question, ask it. No questions? Okay. So thank you. Here you are, beautiful soul family from Aman. Everybody said good morning. We said a prayer for Tracy and from her mom. And also Kia, Loretta, Nadi. I don't know if I said hello. Terry was there. Who else? Georgie. Those words felt so guided, Tessa-Marie. Absolutely. Thank you, Georgie. Jean Kim. Jean is working, so she comes and she takes off. Yuko, good morning. Stacy, no tears. I almost did. I have my goals set in journal. Write your thing down. Hi, Peter. Long time no see. If you're still there, how are you doing? Hi, Nancy. I didn't see you coming in. And Lisa and Georgie. That's beautiful. You're teaching us. Well, I wanted you guys to know that you have a choice. And you can choose uphill or downhill. So, Aman is there. And, okay, so no questions. Then you guys are good, right? Everybody is good. I'm so, excuse me, I'm so happy you're going to see your son. So am I. And so, excuse me, guys. I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life. I thank you, Tessa-Marie, for this big family. You guys are welcome for being here, you know. That's what we have. We have each other. You don't always find family close. Sometimes you have them virtually, like we have this family on social media. Who would have thought that we would have this? Somebody said to me that most of your friends and followers, which is true, I checked it out, are between 20 and 40. So, and I don't have tons of them, but those that I have, I appreciate them and I honor them. And that's why it's important to see you guys every day. But there you go. So if you haven't had a question, I agree, that's good. That's a good sign for me. That makes me believe that you got it. And if you are wondering, what am I going to do with it? Just do it. Remember my little red book. And today you're blessed. I didn't have somebody that wrote a goal-setting journal that I could buy on Amazon, but I did. And you can buy other books. So one of the things you have to remember is that you must be grateful, though. When you're setting your goals, make sure you say you're grateful, what you're committed to do to attain this goal. Are you committed to take the overtime? Are you committed to spend less? I always, when people come to me and they say to me they have no money, and I always say to them, okay, so let's go shopping. And if some of them will shock, what do you mean let's go shopping? I have no money. I said, let's shop in the freezer. Let us shop in the pantry. Let us shop in the bathroom closets. Let's shop in your own closet. I shop in my own wardrobe every day. It's a shopping spree. But you don't want to put your head down in the freezer or go in deep and pull things out. Try it. When you say you have nothing because you're saying it yourself. So pull the pantry out and put everything on the counter. You have foods that are still good that you know you're not going to eat, like lots of pasta, lots of rice, lots of flour. The food bank is penning right now. So just take it and drop it there. It's not going to kill you. Do not give them expired products. Do not give them dirty or torn clothes. Give them something that you have a coat and you bought another coat. Your children have coats. Dump them in the washing machine. Wash them. They don't fit them anymore. Give it away. Do something for somebody this season. Even if you do not know them. But send something out so that somebody will receive it. Because this is the season, what? Of giving. Remember the 3 wise men? Look at what they came with. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Valuable things in those days. Valuable, valuable. But today, in this time of life, a coat, we have all kinds of refugees. 4 people was crossing through Manitoba from Montana in this weather. Luckily, the RCMP was able to find them. So maybe they didn't freeze to death. Last year, babies and others froze to death. Nobody saw them. So there's desperation all around us. And if we can help to just give somebody one little oomph and start at home. Charity begins at home. It doesn't end there. And that is what we forget. I had a lady that she came to my ceramic studio. She became a friend. And she's dead now. And she was a very close friend. When she met me, I was pregnant with Michael. And she just thought Michael the sun rose in his head since he was a baby and set in his feet. And she just loved him and loved him. And it was so sad when Michael did come home one year and he went to see her and she didn't know him. I could see the pain in his eyes when he looked at her. And we all standing there and she didn't know him. She was she was getting dementia at the time. But when I met her, she has a whole family of siblings. She had no children. She never had a child. So she adopted all her nieces and nephews. And I said to her, and it was always giving, but staying within the cocoon of the family. And they were very religious people. They went to church. They were Methodists. And I said to her, Althea, you have to open this up. And she said, what do you mean? I said, you guys want prosperity, but you cannot keep it in that family cocoon. Sometimes you have to spread it out a bit. I don't mean you have to give people your money, but you need to share with others in your environment. And you know what happened? The minute they started to do that, I helped. And trust me, I worked at the bank at that time. I had to jump through hoops to get mortgages approved and the right real estate agent. I did more than I was supposed to do as a banker for them. And to get them homes. And to get, it was amazing what I had to do. I don't mean because I did it. It was amazing the quantity I had to put together. But what I did, I said it. And the minute is when they opened up and they had a generous spirit, a less critical attitude. That was when their wealth started to grow. So sometimes we have children and they keep pouring and pouring into this person. And you realize that nothing sticks. They just keep getting worse. So maybe it's time to stop pouring and start speaking. Sharing how life is. Some people just don't get it. And let them know, hey, you have to be kinder. You have to be more pleasant, thank you. You have to be more gracious. You have to pause. So that was what I taught my friend. She passed away, and it was sad, very not too, we had this plan that we would retire together. She was a couple years older than me, but she had dementia and she died with that. But it was the stress she was going through. But anyway, the point of it is give a little bit outside of your family. It might not have to be something tangible. It could be a kind word. It could be, you cook something and that person like it, you share it. Or you make something and hand to somebody, or you send a thank you note. Gratitude has friends. And the friends of gratitude is called prosperity. They have many siblings. Siblings do not like to see one sibling win and they don't, right? Well, gratitude siblings love to be there. When gratitude is getting all these accolades for being grateful, they want to be part of that. So they give you more once you start to spread your gratitude. So today when you're writing your goals, say, I'm so happy and grateful. I have the opportunity to write my plans for 2024. Start with that. Say that. And be bold and fix it. Do not just take what you get and think it's good enough. Honestly ask yourself, is that what you really, really want? You know this song these young people have? Is that what you really, really want? And answer that question. So guys, have a wonderful day. Let me say goodbye to all these wonderful, amazing people. Hi, Kia. How are you? Stacy. Hold on, Stacy. Just hold on. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Aman. How are you doing? Nadine. Hello, Ezra. How is Dominica? My cousin is in Dominica for Christmas. I see you enjoying yourself. Have fun. You're up early. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Loretta. So wonderful, amazing humans. Have a great day. I'll see you on Thursday morning. Thank you for joining in. And I trust that something there triggered you. So make sure you picked up a nugget. And if all you can find is a tiny nugget, turn it over. Nuggets have little tiny holes and crevices. And inside of those things are special little things. If you got that great big giant pearl that I went to the Pacific Ocean to pull from the oyster's shell, here you go. Look at it. And really work it. Do not just take it and put it away. Do not hide it. Work it. And if you were blessed to get a Canadian diamond, a rare pink Canadian diamond, know that I was in the wells digging this morning, right down in the mine, digging for that pink diamond. So polish it and know that your pink diamond might be you're having a challenge, guys. But remember, a diamond is only formed under pressure. So if you're going through pressure now, remember to say, I am a diamond. I'm just being polished to be a rare pink Canadian diamond. And if you're a pearl, think of how deep that poor oyster lies at the bottom of the ocean and somebody goes in the Pacific Ocean or wherever and split its mouth open and pull the pearl. That too is a little bit difficult. So do not look at them and think they're all peaches and cream. They have some challenges. And your nugget may be rough on the edges, but deep inside there's a lot of secrets and answers to what you're looking for. Have a great day. Love you. Talk to you guys. Bye-bye.